I was recently sort of tagged in Ben's VidCon tag he created on his channel, Jammin' Vlogs, and I decided, you know, I might as well go ahead and do it because I also wanted to talk a bit about VidCon before we put the topic to rest and wait for next year. I went to VidCon this year and it was the third year in a row that I've been. I did panels all of Industry Day. I did a few panels on Saturday, Less Than Famous and Job Hunters. Meetups, all unofficial. Women of YouTube, CollenCon, sort of. There was puppies and like a few people. It was good. Secret show. I did concerts, I did parties. The community days were really for hanging out with friends, I felt, and coworkers and things. Industry Day was where I really thought about my own personal channel, this channel. Listen to your audience. I feel like I do this, but not enough. I've had one request for a MagicCatJenny t-shirt, of which I laughed at and said, you don't want that. But he said, no, I'd buy it and I'd wear it. So I made them now. So if you're that one person, I think it was Fricio, you can go get it. And if anyone else wants one, if you have any requests like that, let me know, I'll make it. I posted a video about my YouTube history and I called it part 1. Someone said they were excited for part 2, so I'm gonna make that soon. The connection you have with your audience is more important than the amount of views your videos get. I've been hearing lately that everyone's views have been suffering for whatever reason. I fall under that category, and sometimes it's discouraging, I'm not gonna lie. But when I see people comment on my videos, I forget about the view counts and I just get excited. So I hope I still have that connection, and that's what I'm gonna strive for rather than the numbers. Which leads to number 3. I feel like I have a pretty good connection with my audience. You're my audience. Do I? Do you feel like this is a two-way conversation? I'd love it to be. So I'm gonna talk about that more in part 2 that I'm gonna make. Other vloggers is the short answer. Oh, and editing, because that's fun. I genuinely love editing videos. So when no one else is free to come over to film a short film or a music video like I like, then I talk to my camera and import that footage and edit that, because even that is still enjoyable. Inspiration. I never really have too big of a problem finding inspiration. I have too much inspiration sometimes. For instance, this video is on a Tuesday, not on a Thursday, because every Thursday for the next 2.5 months are already scheduled. Not shot or edited or anything, but they're planned, so I just didn't want to just have that. I wanted some of this. You really have to understand what success means to you. If success means making a lot of money, if it means getting brand deals, if it means getting a ton of subscribers and a ton of exposure, or if it means connecting with 5 people, it's having conversations, it doesn't matter. Like, there's no judgment here as to what your motivation is, but you have to figure out what your motivation is in order to figure out what your next step is. Should you join a network? Should you stay independent? Should you collaborate with a ton of people? Should you stay in your bedroom filming by yourself? If you're not sure what success means to you, then it's gonna be really hard to figure out how to become more successful. Hopefully doing well. I don't know, it's hard to say, because 5 years ago I would have never guessed that this is where YouTube had gone. Of course, 5 years ago I was still kind of on the fence about YouTube, to be honest. If something happens where it's difficult for me to go, I mean, I'm not gonna promise, but I'm gonna buy a ticket when they go on sale, so I'll say that much at least. I will buy a ticket. Okay, I'm going to tag Zoe. I am going to tag Hannah. This Hannah, not this Hannah, but this Hannah did make a really awesome video about VidCon, so you should go watch that. I'm also going to tag Grace. And I'm going to tag Katie. I don't know if she's gonna have time to make a video. Do it. Do it. In the comments below, tell Katie to make a video for this. Tell her to do it. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Ben for making this pretty neat tag. Wow.